How you doing, Morrigan? Alright. Here, let me help you up. Oh, thank God. Finally engage the bitch toe to toe. Where the hell is he? How did he go? Cardinal? What the hell's that? Ah, okay. I was wondering where the hell my golems were. Sure. Guess what? The archdemon is dead. Come on, zoom out. I want to see who got the killing blow. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Alistair. Killing blow. That's it. This is 242, I think. Come on, Funky. Make it sick. That's one way to do it. And the fight is over with. We win. Right, Van Tegan, we won. But at what cost? Wow. So time for the ending, huh? Bye. I'll see you when the loading's done. Alrighty.
And then it was over.
Duncan, you're back.
With the archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Feralden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king.
Nice armor. Oh, that's kind of disappointing that he's not still wearing Duncan's shoes.
Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
What I just said. And I said it way more dramatic, like. More loading. See you when this is done. Okay, next.
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Feralden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
Hi, Rule.
My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Feralden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
I want to kill what's-her-face. Where's my mouse? Oh, great, my mouse fucking died. Shit. Can I use the keys to go up, down? No? Okay. Looks like I have to use the fucking touchpad. Yeah, well, I want to kill Laura. That's what I want, but I'm obviously not getting that, so a title and riches to go with it.
Then I appoint you the new Teyrn of Dwarven, and inheritor of Loghain's estate and fortune. Only fair, I think.
Yeah, sounds appropriate to me.
Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens.
Tight.
There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
Not like I have much choice. I intend to find Morrigan.
My impression was that she didn't want to be found. But I understand completely. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Shit, so now I have to do this using the fucking touchpad with my computer mounted up like that? This is silly. This is so silly. Quest complete? Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, my concentrated venom still activated. Eh, fine. Eh.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm ready to go.
Right. I'll take you there now.
I suppose
Follow
I can
me.
talk with my followers a bit more, but you know what? No. In the months that followed his coronation, Alistair proved to be a popular king, if largely unwilling to involve himself in matters of governing. He traveled often, making appearances in towns throughout Ferelden to the great delight of the commoners. They referred to him as a king with the common touch, even if few knew it was a simple aversion to life at court. Rumors that the urn of sacred ashes had been found and that it was used to heal Eamon of his poisoning circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat, slowly at first and then with growing frequency as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Some years later, the Chantry announced that the resting place of Andraste's ashes had indeed been found. A ripple of excitement spread among the pious people of Thedas, with many undertaking pilgrimages to see the ashes or partake of their healing powers. Following months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could have saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope to the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That's a big surprise. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new leader, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her help to help resolve disputes with the human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Oscar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tension soon rose again, and only Keeper Lanaya's leadership kept peace alive. In Orzammar, King Harrowmont quickly put down Balin's rebellion and then passed a series of laws to please the clan lords. Unfortunately, that isolated the dwarves even further from the surface. Caste restrictions and the rights of the nobles both grew, and trade with the human lands was all but cut off. After a law excluding the caste list from common areas of the city was passed, a rebellion saw the slums reduced practically to rubble. Although outrage was widespread, the Assembly remained united behind King Haramont. The Assembly unanimously declared Funky a living paragon following months of deliberation. A new statue was erected in the Commons, and a new house founded in the paragon's name, quickly drawing a great number of followers from every caste. The Dwarven mage, Dagna, ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle Tower on the surface. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. That's cool. This inspired mages from the other parts of Thedas to establish a new circle of magi in Orzammar itself, one that had already access to Dwarven lyrium and lies outside the Chantry's power completely. Tight. The willingness of Orzammar to harbor apostates sparked outrage that began whispers that the Divine was contemplating a new exalted march. Not so tight. It's not long before Branka mastered Feralden's technique, learning how to use the Anvil of the Void to create new golems, the first in many centuries. The Dwarven people greeted this news with cheers, though few knew of the cost. Initially, King Haramont was more than willing to provide volunteers for Branka. The golems were sorely needed to crush Balin's rebellion, after all, and they did so with success. I killed Balin. But eventually, Haramont declared that no new Dwarven souls could be used in the Anvil. The unending need for golems in the deep roads, however, gave rise to secret surface raids to kidnap humans and elves for the Mad Paragon. When this came to light, a brief war broke out between Orzammar and Feralden. The gates of the subterranean city were sealed, and Haramont's kingdom became more isolated than ever. Branka insists, of course, that the raids on the surface continued. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what became of the child? What were Morrigan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery. For now. Both Funky and the companions who helped defeat the Blight eventually scattered to the four winds, drawn either by personal duty or the call to further adventure. Circumstance dictated that they would not see each other again, at least for a time. As the Blighted Lands began to heal and the Grey Warden slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. These are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Funky sank his blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Feralden would hear of him, however. And that's it. That's it. This has been your Funky Honky with Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Blind. Shut up. Stay tuned for Fable the Lost Chapters, and I do very much hope that you will see me next time.